Oh, look, we've got fees.
Ew, really?
Oh, it's our Verizon bill.
Look at them. Line access fee, administrative fees. There are even taxes on top of them.
Decent people shouldn't have to live like this.
Did I get it?
T-Mobile ends surprise fees and taxes. That's right. With T-Mobile One, taxes and fees are now included. 4 lines, $40 each. All unlimited, all in. Learn more at a T-Mobile store.
Hi, my name is Megan Hunter. I'm the owner and director at Groove Dance Fitness Training. We specialize in dance cardio and different genres of music. We also specialize in nutrition, meal plans, and meal prep service. So if you're ready to get fit, come rock with us.
It's Ram Truck Month at Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Spirit has over 400 vehicles to choose from and 70 trucks on the ground ready to roll today. Drive home a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab for as low as $149 per month. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you driving today. Rates start at 0% with terms up to 84 months. For over 25 years, the Delaware Valley's smartest shoppers have been saving thousands on their new vehicle with the Spirit Saver price. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is right off I-95 at the base of the Commodore Barry Bridge. You're only minutes away. Online 24/7 at SpiritChryslerDodgeJeep.com. Spirit, we're selling excitement. Spirit.
Two crosstown rivals meet today, the South Jersey Group 1 championship game. Paulsboro at Woodbury. Stay tuned. We will be bringing you the game on delayed stream tonight at 10 p.m.
Good afternoon, or should say good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the It's All About Sports Broadcasting Network, coming to you from Woodbury High School here in Woodbury, New Jersey. I'm Jacob Schwartz for the new high school sports show serving the United States. And today, the South Jersey Group 1 Sectional Championship will feature two of the most respected rivalries ever to hit the South Jersey area. It's Paulsboro Red Raiders and the Woodbury Thundering Herd. I'm Jacob Schwartz, joined now today by, well, we'll have two very well-respected guests who will give us our 2 cents. South Jersey's own Brian Warwick, and we'll also be joined by a native of Woodbury, Terry Collins, who will also give his 2 cents as well. Partner, it's good to have you back on here, and a great save, by the way, on that. I saw you make a nice save, by the way, but, you know, two good teams, again, as mentioned. Everything, again, is at stake. What can we expect here today?
I expect a high-intensity, fast-paced, just crosstown rival game. This is the 3rd matchup. These guys are ready to go. You're playing for a sectional championship.
Well, the thing you love the most about these rivalries it's that anything is possible. And again, it's always a good thing to have these rubber match type games. Now, I would imagine these two teams battled each other to the core in the regular season. What do you feel like you can expect here with everything on the line?
Well, one thing I know for a fact, Paulsboro's going to get out and play pressure D, but Woodbury wants to as well. Both teams want to get up and down. You're going to see one of the most exciting games that you've seen all year. Both teams want to score in the 80s if they can.
Well, the names to keep an eye out for here today are Jazir Noel, who is planning to play college basketball. I spoke to his relative about that, who is on the staff. Jazir's coming into tonight's game, averaging 22 points, and Aaron Estrada are averaging 18. This is actually something that's very interesting that we don't actually see this often. I know that back home in Pennsylvania we don't see this. The teams are actually shaking hands with one another. Is this common here in the state of New Jersey, or at least in South Jersey?
No. When they get to like the championship games, because people might rush the court and it's just so emotional, they don't want there to be an incident. So they want to show that sportsmanship early. Show it now. A real good game. Kids are going to rush the court, and then one team just could be emotional, and you don't want anything to happen. That's all.
Well, the one thing we look forward to out of the Paulsboro has to be the style of Eric Diaz and Sherrod Quarles. And Sherrod Quarles certainly is keeping, I guess, legacy in the family. His brother Darius Quarles, a star athlete at Paulsboro, and played his college ball for Phil Martelli and St. Joseph's. What are we expecting again out of them?
Well, a guy who's going to play D and look to score. He's looking to lead Paulsboro. But you're right, that family tree is strong.
It's been one of the strongest probably here in South Jersey.
It's been strong. Darius did well. He played in my alma mater, St. Joe's. He had a good career.
All right, we're going to take a quick second because, again, the national anthem is coming up. Again, it's Woodbury and Paulsboro for the South Jersey Group 1 Sectional Championship. Wonderful rendition of the national anthem. Sellout crowd again on hand here at Woodbury Senior High School. Jacob Schwartz, Brian Warwick, and let's bring in the third member of our broadcast if he is here, Terry Collins. Terry, you're a Woodbury native. You've been around these woods most of, if not your entire life. Jazir Noel could be the best thing to come out of the state of Woodbury. What can you say about, what can you tell us again about Jazir Noel, and what can we expect out of him today in the team's third meeting?
Well, Jazir's had a historic career here over the last 3 years. He's been starting ever since a sophomore, and his last outing against Wildwood and the game before against Pittman, he actually had 36, 15, and 4. So he's on a mission, and he's kind of got a Batman and Robin thing going on with him and Estrada. So they're looking to capitalize and make their mark here in Woodbury history today. So
absolutely well said, Terry. And I know you've been doing a lot of predictions. Who do you like today?
Well, of course, I'm a hometown guy, so I'm not only just going with the home team because I'm from here, but again, I think that, you know, they've finally proven that they're one of the top teams in South Jersey. They actually beat the Group 1 Central Group 1 number 1 seed Florence, and like I said, they're on a mission, and I think as they beat Paulsboro in the first game, I think they're going to end up winning this championship tonight. But I think it's going to be a good game because this is a great rivalry here.
Enjoy yourself today, and we'll certainly have you on throughout the duration of this broadcast.
I'm here, and I'm looking forward to this one.
Absolutely. Terry Collins, as mentioned, again, the third member of our broadcast. Let's look at what Paulsboro did. First round, they defeated Pensgrove, knocked off Wiley Roberson and Maple Shade in the second round, and then took down Haddon Heights. Those games were 20 or more in margin of victory. And for Woodbury, which is no different, a team that would like to reach the state finals, they've done it twice. Paulsboro's done it for many times, and they're looking to make it for at least Group 1 champions. Paulsboro is looking to make it 2 state titles in 3 years. They knocked off Leap Academy in the first round. Second round, they took down Pittman, as you mentioned, Brian, and then knocked off Wildwood High School. And today, and both those games were by average, or I should say both teams, knocking off each of their opponents by an average margin of victory. So they both have had an easy type of road ahead. We're going to look at the starting lineups today for both of these teams. It's Eric Diaz, Sherrod Quarles, Andre Blue Eli, Kyle Jones, and Darian McKay. Sean Collins is in his 7th year. Aaron Estrada, Dean Triplett, Jazir Noel, Kyle Ball, and Daquan Brinkley. Justin Barringer in his 3rd season. We're underway again with high school basketball's South Jersey Group 1 state championship, or I should say championship game. The winner faces the Burlington City Bound Brook for the Group 1 championship. So a bad turnover to start for Woodbury. Inside to Diaz. He could have got called for a walk on that one. Shot will not fall. And it's going to be a jump ball. It will looks like it's going to stay Paulsboro here. Good possession here to start.
Yeah, the officials are definitely letting them play. And that's what you expect in a championship game. You don't want any ticky-tack calls.
Referees, by the way, speaking of them today, Joe Fitzsimmons, Rich Johnston, and Jimmy Carter. No, he's no relation to the former president of the United States, Jimmy Carter. I heard he's a better athlete than Jimmy Carter. Here is Sherrod Quarles from 3. That one will not fall. Again, Sherrod Quarles, the 3rd generation of Paulsboro basketball. His, I believe, brother again, Darius Quarles. And Brian, you mentioned his father played here. The Quarles are certainly a legacy in the town of Paulsboro. Out of bounds it goes. You can't even hear yourself in this gym. What a raucous crowd. And Brian, when you got here today, did you actually think you'd see a crowd, what you saw outside?
Definitely. This is how sectional championship games are. People are always trying to get a ticket. This is one of the most, or this is one of the richest traditions in New Jersey. Boys and girls basketball, sectional playoffs, state semis, and the state championship.
Absolutely. Here's Diaz again, and the Thundering Herd on a 2-3 trap. Again, the two-headed combo of Aaron Estrada and Jazir Noel don't count the basket. It's going to be an offensive foul, and it's going on Quarles. So an offensive foul called on Sherrod Quarles, the first foul of the ball game. And again, right there, Woodbury again turning up that defense with that 2-3 trap. They go back to Noel. He's on the run, and he's got 2. Right there, Brian. Jazir Noel showing his true future D1 dominance.
No question. He's a great athlete. Took it right to the basket, was looking for contact.
Red Raiders trying to answer on the other end. From the corner, that 3 is partially blocked. Out of bounds it goes. And it's going back to the Thundering Herd. And now the Herd again have certainly won this crowd. Noel coming in 22 points a game. Aaron Estrada coming in at 18. The rest of the team is also averaging around 10 points again, as mentioned, a game here, Brian. And right now, the Thundering Herd are off to a good start. Noel's got it going on here, 4 in a row for him.
Very nice mid-range game. Not only can he take it to the hole, he can pull up as well.
2 minutes gone by. It's win or go home in the South Jersey Group 1 Championship. The steal again. 3-on-1 and an easy lay-in again for Estrada. Herd coming in at 22-5 overall. Paulsboro, 18-11. It's been kind of a disappointment on their end. Paulsboro, usually one of the heavy favorites in Group 1, trying to get back to the finals for the second time in 3 years. The Thundering Herd looking to win their first in school history. Could you see a team like this maybe compete in the finals, let alone luck out in the finals?
I think that the winner of this game has a great chance of being state champions.
Well, the winner of this game will play Burlington City and Bound Brook Wednesday night at the Toms Rivers Pine Belt Arena. Always a good place, by the way, to go to.
Great place to see basketball.
We've been there certainly many times. It's All About Sports has been here as certainly as media reporters, but we've never actually done televised, and we're really looking forward to doing that. Again, that's likely where we're headed Wednesday night with NJSIAA. By the way, the live streaming will be underway tomorrow when Camden takes on Haddonfield. That's also in sectional play at South Jersey Group 2. Right now it's Paulsboro taking on Paulsboro again taking on Woodbury here and score that basket. Or are they going to count the basket? Yes, they are. And we have the first foul of the game called on. They're not going to count the basket.
No, the play actually was a loose ball foul away from the shooter. So Paulsboro gets the basket, but the loose ball foul was called, so Paulsboro will retain possession.
All right, so that basket, it looks like the basket, I guess, was good for DeAndre Blue Eli. Is that correct? DeAndre Blue Eli, I believe, scored that basket, the 6'1" senior. There should be, in my opinion, I think I agree with that, there shouldn't be any points. The Red Raiders are going to get it here. I guess this makes no sense at all, but I'm a little confused about this one myself. So the basket's good for the Red Raiders. Red Raiders looking to get something going here. 3 minutes gone by here in the first quarter of play. Blue Eli spinning and twirling. They'll say he traveled. And this crowd loving every minute of this one. Another turnover violation once again. And right now the Thundering Herd, Brian, they've got all the momentum here.
Without a doubt, the crowd is just continuing to propel the team. The team makes one good play, the crowd goes crazy, and Woodbury they need to take advantage of this right now.
Yes, in the words of the announcer in Rocky IV, Paulsboro, or I should say, is not only fighting a hostile team, but they're in a hostile environment. It's the basket, good once again, and to score this one, I believe that's going to go to Daquan Brinkley, but like you mentioned, Brian, Paulsboro's fighting a very hostile crowd and a hostile team. Everybody that's anybody from Woodbury is here in this building tonight.
Yeah, and just as Quarles knocks down a three.
Big time shot by Sherrod Quarles.
And a steal.
What a job by Diaz here. But let's get back to the topic at hand, because Woodbury has a very nice crowd again, and they are showing that they're the sixth man here in South Jersey.
Without a doubt. This is the way it is. These small towns in New Jersey, they love their sports. For football, basketball, baseball, track, you're doing well. You get phenomenal support.
They sure do, and that three-pointer no good for Quarles. Here comes the sophomore Estrada, lays it in with an easy finger roll for Estrada. Estrada into the lane, and both Estrada and Noel now with 4 of the 10 points each. Like we talked about before we went on the air, we talked about the dynamic duo of Noel and Estrada, and I got to go with our third commentator, Terry Collins. Terry, your thoughts on this dynamic duo so far, Noel and Estrada?
Well, so far, like I said, they've been holding their end of the deal. As you see, Jazier Noel came out early and got a couple looks set up, and Estrada's had a couple quick, easy baskets. So, like I said, if they can continue to keep this going, then they'll be able to clinch this championship tonight.
And it will be win or go home again, as mentioned. Paulsboro, we're certainly familiar with seeing them in the state playoffs. Last 2 years we've watched Paulsboro. Both years they've been at the Rutgers Athletic Center. Big basket again by Sherrod Quarles. Quarles has scored at least 5 of the 7 points so far. Inside again to that basket. Good. What a perfect executed play by Daquan Brinkley.
Great offensive play. But I like Estrada giving up the ball. He's not a one-man show. He knows his teammates can help out.
Very well said, Brian. And right now, Thundering Herd have responded here, have gotten 12 points in the last, or I should say 4 attempts so far. They've shot almost close to 60% here in this first quarter play. They are showing why they are meant to be in the state playoffs.
Yeah, it's amazing that they don't have a bigger lead. You have to credit Paulsboro with their poise. They're staying in the game. They're only down 5.
Paulsboro mostly consists of basketball and football players. We know that Quarles and Holloway, and by the way, Holloway is in the ball game, has a good slam again for Noel. Six for the high-flying senior, one of the high scorers in the entire state of South Jersey. The rebound, bump and run, no, and it's going to be rebounded. Whistles again, as mentioned, are silent. Under 2 minutes again to go here in the first quarter play. That shot won't go. Attempted again. I want to say that was by, I couldn't even really tell. Looks like it was by number 32. which surprisingly we don't have a number 32 on this roster. But we will definitely go on to say, Brian, again, Paulsboro, desperation-type shots, and now the Thundering Herd are taking advantage, and at least they're trying to cash in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of high energy here, and Woodbury just has gotten better opportunities. You have to credit Woodbury's defensive length. They're a lot bigger than Paulsboro, and they're making it tough on them to get good shots.
Inside, almost intercepted by Paulsboro. Kyle Jones. Back to Diaz, who's one of the leading scorers for Sean Collins' bunch. That shot won't go. It's a fight for the ball. This is going to be a jump, which I believe is going to go back to the Thundering Herd here. And again, another loose ball opportunity. And once again, Brian, another turnover by the Red Raiders.
No. It was a jump ball.
Right, but I thought
it's like, yeah, it is. You're right.
But it's another opportunity. But it's another opportunity again that the Thundering Herd, or I should say that the Red Raiders have just squandered.
Listen, Woodbury is doing a great job. Paulsboro's only down 7 with 1:16 to go. Woodbury crowd is just phenomenal right now.
Well, we've seen, It's All About Sports has seen Paulsboro, and we've watched them play physical to the core basketball because they move the ball so well. But right now, Woodbury is completely spreading them out, as you mentioned. And right now, Woodbury has the entire momentum, the entire advantage. And Jazir Noel, again, has just been the go-to guy. Big-time turnover, though, by Woodbury. It'll be Paulsboro ball here with 52.5 again remaining. And now we have some substitutions coming in. And Noel, after a short breather, he's back into the ball game. And again, Jazir Noel, I don't know why coaches are not, I guess you could say, in the building here tonight, because I think Jazir Noel has the potential of being a big-time D1 basketball player. And don't forget about Aaron Estrada, but we'll get to that in a few moments. Right now, it's the Speedy Holloway. He plays running back for the football team during the fall season. His shot is blocked, and Noel trying to take on covers. This guy can dribble the basketball. As again, pull-up jumper is good, and the jumper again is good. Score that to Tommy Carter. He is a sophomore, and it's 16-7. Back out, Quarles 3, no. Out of bounds, that'll be Thundering Herd basketball. Another big turnover again by the Red Raiders.
Yeah, listen, it's not going Paulsboro's way. They're only down 9. They just have to hang tough so they can get in the game. But if you're Woodbury, you got to love what you're seeing right now.
It scares me that the game is this close, though, considering the fact that Paulsboro has had more turnovers here in the first than they've actually had points. Again, 7 points as Estrada. Long three is going. What a shot by Estrada. He beats the buzzer, and that's what's amazing, Brian, about this crowd. This crowd is beyond loud to the rafters that we couldn't even actually hear the buzzer.
We couldn't hear the buzzer. I'm going to tell you what, this gymnasium is built for sound. It's loud as can be. Their student body is phenomenal. They're engaged on every possession, and Paulsboro's just got to dig deep to get back into this game. They're down 12, and if they don't take care of the next couple of possessions, this could be a runaway. We're
through one quarter of play. It's 19-7 in favor of Woodbury High School here in Woodbury High as the Thundering Herd lead the Red Raiders 19-7. Beautiful. Now remember, no fan base. You've got to be impartial. You'll have to be impartial. I know you went to school here. If we were at my high school, I would do the same thing. I have to be impartial. You've got to be impartial. 19-7 in favor of the Woodbury Thundering Herd, and we are joined by Thundering Herd alum Terry Collins, who joins us here tonight. And Terry, it's good to have you, by the way, here again, as mentioned, offering some 2 sets, and Terry's going to do the second quarter here with us. I'm Jacob Schwartz for the It's All About Sports Broadcasting Network. The winner of tonight's game will be South Jersey Group 1 champions. Terry, how long have you been waiting to hear that?
Well, listen, it's funny you ask that because we've never played Paulsboro in a Group 1 championship in basketball. So many years we played them in football, and, you know, this is a big opportunity here. And, you know, it would be great to hear that, but at the end of the day, they're going to have to earn that today. This Paulsboro team's not going to lay down. Paulsboro just beat them about a month ago, so Paulsboro's going to come out and give their everything. So, and, you know, they're going to have a chance to win if Woodbury doesn't play sound and smart.
Well, we're looking forward again, as mentioned, to to a matchup like this, and so far that's exactly what we're seeing here, because Woodbury has taken control. Aaron Estrada leads the way with 7. In fact, more points than the entire Red Raider team combined. And Terry, you said this yourself, that Jazir Noel and Aaron Estrada are the two-headed monsters. They're a perfect 1-2 combo, and right now they're just taking it to this Red Raider team, as we're going to go back to the action here with 30 seconds gone by here in the second. The winner faces the Central Group 1 champions. It's Noel, another easy layup. And again, the backdoor cut. And I'll tell you what, Sean Collins is beside himself. Noel with 8 points. Noel and Estrada just having their way. Big time basket again, as mentioned, for the Red Raiders on that one, Terry.
Yeah, it was good inside ball movement. I think it was Woodbury missed the opportunity for the steal, which left the Paulsboro guy wide open down low. And that's what Paulsboro's going to need to do, get some easy baskets. They haven't really got anything easy. Woodbury's been forcing a lot of tough shots, the three-pointers, and Paulsboro hasn't been hitting them. So.
And a much-needed basket on the other end, I believe, for Woodbury. We're going to score this to number 22, Daquan Brinkley. And so now you've got a third option right now. You've got Noel, you've got Estrada. But I'll tell you what, Terry, Daquan Brinkley has become that third option right now for head coach Justin Barringer.
And the thing is, that's what it's going to boil down to. You have the two-headed monster and the two studs and Estrada and Noel, but they're going to have to find out who's going to be that third and fourth piece that's going to get the rebounds, that's going to get the steals, that's going to play scrappy and gritty and make some big plays for Woodbury.
All Woodbury here in this one. The number 1 seed leads the Paulsboro Red Raiders 23-9. And an easy touch pass again, and Jackson Edwards gets his 4th point. We have a timeout on the floor with 6:03 left to go, and it's 23-11. Thundering Herd on top. Woodbury, that is, of the Paulsboro Red Raiders. .603 left to go. Jacob Schwartz, It's All About Sports Broadcast Network, joined by our third member of this broadcast team, Terry Collins, who is a native of Woodbury, New Jersey, has come on for the second quarter to join us. And the 1-seeded Woodbury Thundering Herd lead the number 2-seeded Paulsboro Red Raiders 23-11, and everything's just going this Thundering Herd way as they have it here in the second quarter. It's Estrada with 7 points. Noel lead the way with 8, and Daquan Brinkley with 6. Estrada's shot will fall off the back iron. Almost taken away again. Now it is! Noel loses it for a quick second. He's got it back. He's guarded well by Kyle Jones. Noel, he's hitting a foul. It's going on Jackson Edwards once again. Paulsboro's trying to readjust here on the defense. It just has no answer for Jazir Noel.
Well, like I said, from the headlines from the beginning, we talked about the 1-2 punch of Woodbury, and right now they're exploiting that. Like I said, Estrada and Noel, and this has been the mainstay all year, so nothing's going to change.
Again, Thundering Herd having a little trouble inbounding the basketball as Estrada brings it up, and he's guarded again by Quarles. Two players very familiar with one another. Here's Estrada splitting the gap, and they'll call him for the travel. Another big-time turnover again by the Thundering Herd. And now let's see if the Red Raiders can get something going here as a trip to the state finals, or at least a trip to the, the Central Group Finals, is on the line again against Burlington City and Bound Brook, which will be played, and we will be at Toms River North's Pine Bell Arena. Always a very good crowd. It'll be on hand. Score that basket. Big-time basket for DeAndre Blue Eli. And we've seen this guy at one of our local It's All About Sports showcases, Terry. How big an impact can Blue Eli be tonight?
Well, he's going to be the one, besides Eric Diaz, that they're going to have to look to. We've seen him earlier in the game this year in the Camden tournament against Paul VI, where he led that team in scoring. We also seen him at the at Camden High, at Paul VI tournament also, where he had a big game and scored his 1,000 points. So he's a key player for them. He's aggressive and strong inside. So
Second foul, by the way, was committed on the Thundering Herds, number 2, Dean Triplett. So 2 fouls on him, and it's the 4th foul again, as mentioned here in the first half of play, with 3 minutes gone by, and a trip to the group finals, semifinals, that is, at stake. This is just sectionals. The actual group semifinal or final 4 will be on the line because it's broken up again into 4 different sections. So South would play Central, and I believe that North would take on, well, it's hard to say because we know that South will play Central again, as mentioned, on Wednesday night at the Pine Belt Arena. Traveling violation, another big turnover again. It'll be Thundering Herd basketball as we're approaching the halfway point again here in the second quarter of play. It's 23-14. Jacob Schwartz, It's All About Sports Broadcasting Network, joined by Brian Warwick and Terry Collins. Woodbury has only been to the state finals 2 times. Keep in mind, they would be still 2 wins away as Noel, his patented spin move, he loves it to reverse his feet out of bounds, but it will stay again Woodbury basketball. And we have substitutions again, as mentioned, coming in.
And one thing, if you haven't noticed, Eric Diaz has yet to get going. He's Paulsboro's number 1 player outside of Eli, and I don't know that he's even scored yet this game, and I don't think he's even looked for too many shots yet.
No, he has not scored yet. That is correct, Terry. And a very good insight because Eric Diaz really hasn't got many touches so far here tonight. But we know that Estrada has. He's got it here. He gets the screen. Estrada, you know he's going to be pulling here. Back out again. And the floater is good. What a tough shot again. I'd like to find out who again number 32 is. I wasn't given a number on 32. Do you happen to know who 32 is?
Marcus Magruder.
Marcus Magruder, who is wearing number 23, his actually number is 32. And I believe he's got his first 4 points. So 4 for Magruder, and substitutions again coming into the game as the Thundering Herd will have it here with an 11-point lead. Estrada will bring the basketball up in front of a sellout crowd that's on hand here at the magnificent high school basketball edition. It's All About Sports Broadcasting. Big shot again. Good for Estrada, and Estrada's got it going on here, Terry.
Like I said, that's what it's going to be about. These two haven't done this all year just to come here in the championship and fall short, so they're going to keep grinding.
Big-time shot on the other end for Paulsboro's Kyle Jones. And Jones, we see him a lot. In fact, he was the quarterback on the Paulsboro football team. The lead again is back to 11. Here's Noel trying to post up Jones. He loves to go inside Noel, and he gets his trip back to the line. Again, Noel loves to crowd to the outside and then likes to split the defenders. And again, Noel's doing a perfect example of that. He's almost unstoppable here in this first half.
Right, and he got started early real fast, and I think he kind of cooled off a little bit and let Estrada do his thing. But now he's, looking to get back going again. And as you see, he has aggressive moves to the paint. He can shoot from the outside. So like I said, he's going to look the inside-outside game.
His inside and outside game has absolutely worked Noel to the line following the first personal call on Kyle Jones. And that's going to be his first. Team foul number 3. Noel again averaging 22 points a game, and he's tied himself with Aaron Estrada for the most points here tonight in the first half. As Estrada, big offensive rebound again. It goes in. This one by Brickley. Brickley with 8. And Noel with 9. Like we said, Daquan Brickley is a third option, and he has shown why here tonight, Terry.
Noel, he's not trying to go out his senior year without this championship, and it's showing right now. And like I said, you got a couple other pieces, as you see, getting offensive rebounds, putbacks, steals, and they're playing their part too.
To the line for the Paulsboro Red Raiders after the foul was committed for the first time tonight by Daquan Brickley is DeAndre Blue Eli, and again, who's one of the many options for head coach Sean Collins. To the line, and first basket is good for DeAndre Blue Eli. He's got himself 6 points.
Eric Diaz, again, he has not scored, I believe. They're going to have to, at some point, get him going. He's going to have to hit some big baskets, some three-pointers. He's going to have to take the ball to the hole. But he has to get involved. If he doesn't get involved, there's no way Paulsboro can win this game tonight.
Well, Blue Eli with 7 points, and you made a very good assumption about Eric Diaz, who again has yet to score here in this first half of play, as the Thundering Herd have certainly held him in checkpoint. Here's Estrada trying to dish it out. He finds his man, and that's Brinkley for the corner. That three, good. Big-time three-point basket again. I think that one was scored by Tommy Carter with his 5th point. Tommy Carter with 5 points. A freshman sensation, 33-18. Terry, it's raining threes here at Woodbury High School.
Yes, it is, and they're getting good looks. There's another good take by Estrada, but you got Tommy Carter as a freshman who has 5 points now. You got Estrada as a sophomore who's leading this team, and then you got the senior Noel. They got all aspects of the game going right now.
And right now, the Thundering Herd is having their way here in the first half of play with the Red Raiders.
And they also even have right now Woodbury High School's quarterback sensation, Andre Parker. He's actually on the court right now as a freshman.
I did not. Thank you for telling me, Terry. I would never have realized that.
He's number 5. Right?
Oh, he's number 5. Okay, here we go. Andre Parker again. We saw him during the football season as Aaron Estrada goes to the line, hits the first. As the lead again, as mentioned, is back to 16. Estrada again, who's averaging 18 points a game for the Thundering Herd behind Jazir Noel with 22. Here's Estrada, and he hits. And Estrada now with 11. He's the first player to get into double figures. 35-18 with 1:40 left to play here in the first half of play. The 2017 edition of It's All About Sports Broadcasting Network. Jacob Schwartz again with Brian Warwick and Terry Collins. Foul committed, by the way, by the Thundering Herd. It's going to be called on Andre Parker, and DeAndre Blue Eli again is going to the line here. The 6'1" guard, who has really been the go-to guy so far. And again, like you mentioned, Terry, with Eric Diaz, who has yet to score here, Blue Eli has stepped up in a big way.
Yeah, and as we've seen earlier this year in a few games, he has the ability to attack the basket, draw some fouls, and go to the foul line. But the key for him is going to be he has to hit those foul shots. We've seen a game earlier this year where he missed a lot of foul shots down the stretch and Paulsboro lost. We've seen another game where he's hit some foul shots and they were able to win. So it's going to boil down to that for him.
Blue Eli will go to the line here. And in case you're joining us, we want to welcome everybody back to the It's All About Sports Broadcast Network NJSIA State Basketball Tournament here at Woodbury High School. I'm Jacob Schwartz, Brian Warwick, and Terry Collins. Our panel, or I should say our color commentators and panelists here tonight.
Anyone leaving the building at halftime will not be able to re-enter the building.
Again, Blue Eli with 8 points here. Back to the line he goes for one more shot. Paulsboro again is trying everything in its power for that last effort to try to keep their season alive. It's been all again Woodbury High School. Blue Eli 6 both, and he's got 9, and so far he has been the leading scorer here tonight for the Red Raider team for Sean Collins' bunch. Here's Estrada with it. Estrada gets the screen. Estrada the pull-up, and he's got it. And Aaron Estrada, he's got it going on here, Terry. A 13-point performance on his night.
Batman and Robin, that's all I can say. Dynamic duo, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. They want to win this game, believe me. They want to leave their mark in not only Woodbury history, but the history of Woodbury versus Paulsboro.
3 on the way, no good again, and that's Diaz. Who else, like you mentioned? And the struggles again continue, as we're under a minute again remaining. Woodbury, shot won't go. The rebound again. It's a fight for the ball. Holloway's able to come up with it. Red Raiders. Blue Eli into the lane. No good. But the rebound again secured. And the Red Raiders are able to answer. It's DeJuan Jackson-Edwards with 6 points here. A much-needed basket again. Estrada 3. Off the mark, no good. And I don't think that was the right shot for Estrada. His feet weren't set as the Red Raiders are able to get a jump ball, or I should say the Thundering Herd fighting on a last effort. I think it's going back to the Thundering Herd here. So possession arrow will favor the Thundering Herd. 27.6 to go. I think they got to go for the last shot here.
Well, they definitely have to take the last shot. You played a good pace game. No need to give Paulsboro the ball back to have a chance to hit a big three going into halftime with some momentum. You got a 15-point lead, play for the last shot, and possibly go up 17-18.
You're going to be feeling pretty good right about now. You grew up in this area. You went to school here. What does this mean for you if Woodbury goes on to win this sectional championship and have a shot at competing for the school's first state championship?
Well, it's a great feeling, but again, we are playing Paulsboro, and we know what they're capable of. We know they have a lot of pride. We know they're not going to quit, so it's got to be 4 quarters. This first 2 quarters is not all is going to be written.
Noel kicks out a 3, no good, the rebound, and that's going to do it. And we finally hear the buzzer. We're through one half of play, but the Woodbury Thundering Herd shooting 45% or better. They've been led by Aaron Estrada with 13 points. He has been the go-to guy here tonight for head coach Justin Barringer. Paulsboro's Eric Diaz, one of the top scorers in the state of New Jersey, has been held scoreless. DeAndre Blue Eli has led the way with a 9-point performance. It's halftime again on the It's All About Sports Broadcast Network. I'm Jacob Schwartz, 37-22. Woodbury's on top.
Hi, my name is Megan Hunter. I'm the owner and director at Groove Dance Fitness Training. We specialize in dance cardio and different genres of music. We also specialize in nutrition, meal plans, and meal prep service. So if you're ready to get fit, come rock with us.
Look, we've got fees.
Ew, really?
Oh, it's our Verizon bill.
Look at them. Line access fee, administrative fees. There are even taxes on top of them.
Decent people shouldn't have to live like this.
Did I get it?
T-Mobile ends surprise fees and taxes. That's right. With T-Mobile One, taxes and fees are now included. 4 lines, $40 each. All unlimited, all in. Learn more at a T-Mobile store.
It's Ram Truck Month at Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Spirit has over 400 vehicles to choose from and 70 trucks on the ground ready to roll today. Drive home a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab for as low as $149 per month. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you driving today. Rates start at 0% with terms up to 84 months. For over 25 years, the Delaware Valley's smartest shoppers have been saving thousands on their new vehicle with the Spirit Saver price. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is right off I-95 at the base of the Commodore Barry Bridge. You're only minutes away. Online 24/7 at SpiritChryslerDodgeJeep.com. Spirit, we're selling excitement. Spirit.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2017 edition of the It's All About Sports Broadcasting Network here at the Woodbury High School here in Woodbury, New Jersey. Jacob Schwartz, Brian Warwick, and Terry Collins here at the NJSI AA sectional finals of the South Jersey Group 1, and the winner of tonight's game will meet the winner of tonight's game between Burlington St. Boudbrook, which would be set for Wednesday night. We know that it will be at the Pine Bell Arena in Toms River, New Jersey. We don't know what time. I would probably say about 7 or 8 o'clock would be the start time on Wednesday. Don't forget to join us. We will be live streaming It's All About Sports Broadcasting Network. Tomorrow, Camden and Hadfield will play their sectional finals. That would be Group 2 South Jersey. That should be a great matchup with Camden versus Haddonfield. A battle of the guards with Mikey DePersia, the talented sophomore, taking on Ethan Tarnay. And certainly should be a very well matched up type of game. Let's bring in again, as mentioned, Brian Warwick, who has certainly in the second quarter took the quarter off and enjoyed every second of this. As right now, it's been all Woodbury. Aaron Estrada, Brian, has led the way with 13 points, and Eric Diaz has really been in checkpoint because he is one of the leading scorers in South Jersey.
No, you're absolutely correct. Woodbury is really, really playing under control and aggressive. Their crowd is propelling them. But I'm going to tell you what, Paulsboro is only down 15. If they can make a run, they could get back into this game, and they're known for their defense. So if ever they were going to play D, this is the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And if they could get this thing even down to 10 by the end of the third quarter, do they still have a shot at making a run and maybe try to get back to their third state championship in 4 years?
Without a doubt. When they turn that defense up, things happen. If they can turn Woodbury over, but Woodbury's got some good guards, and they're using their height to throw over the top of the defense. So it's going to be a difficult challenge for Paulsboro.
Well, they're going to start the third quarter, as mentioned, again with the basketball. Paulsboro again has been led by DeAndre Blue Eli, not DeJuan Jackson Edwards. DeAndre Blue Eli has led the way again with 9 points, and Eric Diaz, who's one of the top scorers in the state of New Jersey, has been held scoreless here tonight. Quarles gets it off the pass from Diaz. Diaz with it. He's going to exploit into the lane. And for the first time tonight, Eric Diaz has got something going. Maybe the Red Raiders have something going.
There's an opportunity. We'll see if they can turn Woodbury over. That's going to be the key.
Well, there's a good reason, again, as mentioned, why. And so that basket scored, I want to say, by looks like it was 22 on the other end with Daquan Brinkley. And he's in double figures. He's the second player in double figures with 10. We have a jump ball, and it should be Thundering Herd basketball. So the Thundering Herd with a jump here, and with 7:22 left to go, Eric Diaz again got that first basket to open up the second quarter. As the Herd are able to break the press here. Here comes Jazir Noel, coast to coast, right hand, he'll shoot two. Brian, there's just no stopping Jazir Noel here tonight.
Now, Noel has proven that he's heads and shoulders better than anyone out here tonight, but Paulsboro's got to find a way. You can't do it all at once. You've got to nip and tuck and just try to slowly get it back. You've got 15 minutes to go. But
had a chance to see him play at AAU with, I want to say the Philly Freedom All-Stars, but also got his big break playing for Tim Legler and the South Jersey Jazz in the UAA circuit as Noel becomes just the third player in double figures, the three-headed monsters of Brinkley, Estrada, and Noel, and they just continue to have their way. Another miss again. The struggles here continue in this game for Paulsboro. Noel forced that shot. Noel gets it back. This is going to be Paulsboro ball. It'll be the second jump here in the corner.
They're just crushing Paulsboro on the boards right now. And if they can't turn them over, it's going to be a real long night.
Paulsboro, or I should say it's been all Woodbury here in this one. And again, we'd like to get the stat line, but we want to think that Woodbury has at least out-rebounded Paulsboro by 10, if not 15.
Yeah, they've been crushing them on the offensive boards, and that's a problem.
Here is Paulsboro again with the basketball here. Here's Sharon Quarles, again, the third generation. Quarles' father and brother both attended school here over at Paulsboro. And Darius was one of the certainly one of the most heavily favored athletes who attended St. Joe University, had a brilliant career with Coach Phil Martelli. Noel got it. Big shot for Johnsir Noel. Once again, Noel ties himself up with Estrada. 13 between Noel and Estrada.
Yeah, Paulsboro's in trouble right now. There's no question. They need a bucket badly.
They need a run before badly, I think. Here's Quarles for three. In and out, no good. Another rebound again for the Herd. They're on the run, trying to spread the floor. Noel to the lane, and Noel makes it a 21-point game. 4 in a row for Noel. Timeout on the floor. The Thundering Herd lead the Paulsboro Red Raiders, trying to make just their third trip to the NJSI AA State Finals in school history.
What a good athlete he is. It's a great athlete.
Woodbury High School here in South Jersey. Jacob Schwartz, Brian Wark, and we'll be joined by our third member of the broadcast, Terry Collins, in the fourth quarter, as Woodbury has opened up a 21-point lead over the Paulsboro Red Raiders. Johnsir Noel, Aaron Estrada, and Daquan Brinkley have been almost like watching the three-headed monsters of the Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh of the NBA. Little bit of a different comparison, but they're certainly playing like these three, again, are the stars of the night.
These guys are playing some great basketball. They look good. Woodbury looks tremendous right now.
Yeah, it's a different story. It's just a different Paulsboro team than what we're used to seeing. Paulsboro can get out at you. A blocking foul. I'm not sure about that one. Definitely some contact, but I think that was all ball on that one.
That was a grown man block right there.
Johnsir Noel again, as mentioned, with a perfect block, but the referees don't think so, and that's the second foul. Now the foul watch on Noel begins. And to the line is Kyle Jones, who again plays quarterback during the fall. He misses the first of two. So here's Jones again back to the line, trying to make it at least a 20-point game. But how much time, again, as mentioned, left does this Paulsboro team have? Jones, back-to-back misses, and nothing has gone right in this game for the Red Raiders.
Well, a lot of that is Woodbury's doing. Woodbury's just letting you know that they came to play. They are playing strong today.
So did Johnsir Noel. To the line he goes for two more shots. Woodbury fans, again, as mentioned, loving every minute of Johnsir Noel. Noel to the line. Two shots are coming up. Foul, by the way, called on DeAndre Blue Eli, so the leading scorer on Paulsboro with his second personal. A rare miss again by Noel, who's actually about an 85% foul shooter. He's to the line again, trying to make this at least a 22-point game, and he misses both. Noel is usually a pretty good foul shooter, but that was a rare two misses again by Johnsir. Double up again is almost there. Now it's intercepted, and here's an opportunity, and here's an easy layup. The trap again was on, and Woodbury made Paulsboro play. The basket again, as mentioned, for Woodbury was scored by, I believe that was by Kyle Bailey, the senior, with his first 2 points. And Woodbury, again, has left it all out here in the sectional finals at Woodbury High School.
Paulsboro is attempting to drive the basket and get some fouls. They're getting some fouls. They've got to knock down the free throws. They're going to have to figure out a way to get Woodbury off the boards as well. I don't have an answer for that right now, but if you can make some baskets, things can change a little bit.
Well, they're going to have to change pretty fast, as they say here in the third quarter. But right now, it doesn't look like things have changed much since what we were watching here in the first half of play. To the line again is DeAndre Blue Eli. After Noel's going to have to sit here, I believe. Now, is he even? No, he is. He is going to have to sit here, Noel. Noel with 3 fouls, and that's a big break again for the Red Raiders as Blue Eli hits both, and he's got 11. First Red Raider actually in double figures here tonight. This so far the only positive thing of the night has been Blue Eli. Estrada back inside, floater no good. Rebound again, the Raiders on the run. Holloway, that blazing speed from his running back days for football. And a double dribble. Sean Collins can't believe it. Neither can the Red Raiders. Another turnover once again. The struggles continue here in the third.
Yeah, Paulsboro definitely can't turn the ball over anymore. We've only got 12 minutes to play, but every time they turn it over, it makes it even more difficult for them to get back into the game.
I don't know what's going on with this team right now, but whatever Paulsboro's going through, they've got to put that emotion aside and focus, because they could very well be about 12 and a half minutes away from their high school season, and career, some of these players' careers could be over. Foul called, and that's Dean Triplett going to the line here. 2 shots coming up for him, as again Paulsboro struggles again, as mentioned, continue on the defensive front. Triplett again will go to the line here. He hits the first. Triplett is a senior again. One of the many seniors on Justin Barringer's staff. Goes 1 of 2, and the rebound again. So Triplett misses the first. Hits the first, but misses the second. Blue Eli. Actually, that was Diaz, and again, Woodbury again continues to pressure Diaz here. And with this being a 22-point game, another turnover, another violation again, another bad turnover again by the Red Raiders. What can Sean Collins do here down the stretch?
Got to mix up the D somehow, some way. I mean, it's 12 minutes. I've seen comebacks by 20 points.
I don't know about Brian. As much as I love your enthusiasm, 12 minutes down 22, that's kind of tough to answer, only because it just seems like Paulsboro just has no energy. There's no juice. I don't know what type of issues Paulsboro is having. Maybe they were caught in traffic. It's not possible. They're only 5 minutes again. These schools are 5 minutes again, as mentioned, away from one another. Because right now, the Woodbury Thundering Herd have just taken it to Paulsboro in this game. Three-pointer is in and out, no good. Rebound again secured. Here comes the Red Raiders. Here comes Diaz, back out again. Diaz for 3. No, rebound again secured. And now on the other end, here come the Thundering Herd, thundering their way in. No, rebound again, scored by Brinkley. He's got 12. Brinkley with 12, and the Thundering Herd lead their largest, or I should say co-largest lead of 24 points, and a foul. It's going to be called on the Red Raiders.
Yeah, this is looking like a daunting task right now for Paulsboro, but I know they're not going to give up. I know they're going to continue to fight, and you never know what's going to happen. We got 10 minutes, 11 minutes to play.
Well, I certainly hope you're right, my friend, because right now it's not looking that way in any type of way. Under 3 minutes again to go. The winner of this game would play the Central Group 1 champion, either Burlington City or Brown Brook, this Wednesday night at the Pine Belt Arena in Toms River, New Jersey. We at the IAA Sports Broadcast Network will be on hand, live and in person, at that arena on Wednesday evening. The winners, again, will all compete Saturday. Don't forget, it's the non-public A and non-public B state championships. Also, we'll head up to the Rutgers Athletic Center this Sunday. The group championships will all be played all day long on Selection Sunday. So why watch Selection Sunday at 6 o'clock Sunday night when you could be at the Rutgers Athletic Center in New Piscataway, New Jersey? That's all part of the NJSIAA State Basketball Playoffs this week. And It's All About Sports Broadcast Network will be covering you live and in person. Right now, the Thundering Herd on the breakaway is, again, 50 points in the first 3 quarters.
I just want to clarify, the state championships on Sunday start at 12 noon. So you can get in a couple games, 12 noon, 2, 5 and 7, I believe.
That is correct. That is absolutely. Thank you for that, Brian. You're right. And I agree with you. You could absolutely do that. But, I mean, the fact that's still a long day of NJSIA basketball. Traveling violation, and it'll be Paulsboro ball. Let's see if they can get something going here.
Well, hey, they just got to keep fighting. It's got to turn for them. But I got to give credit to Woodbury. They played tremendous today. High energy. The crowd's really sparking them on, but they played above the rim, grabbing every rebound today.
That crowd, like you said, that crowd has been the sixth man again here today. Here's Diaz, and again, Woodbury's done a great job pressuring him. Only 2 points today for Diaz. That basket will be good. I think that was scored by DeJuan Jackson Edwards with his 8th point on his 4th field goal. Estrada, the left hand, no good. And here comes Diaz. Inside Holloway, shot won't go. Rebound again secured. It's Holloway, and then Estrada comes away with it. Another bad pass. Bump and run, Estrada. Got it to go again for Aaron Estrada. Estrada with 15 ties him up with Noel.
This is what I expected to see. Up and down like this, both ends.
On the other end, Paulsboro had the basket scored by Jackson Edwards. So he becomes the second player. No figures. Brian, you're 100% accurate. I could not agree with what you said more. When you first walked into this gym, despite this lead being 22, you thought this was the kind of game that it was going to be basket for basket here tonight.
Yeah, the difficulty was Woodbury's zone defense was just too big. And Paulsboro, to their credit, they were patient, but they only could get jumpers and they couldn't knock them down. It was a problem.
And Woodbury, again, has made Paulsboro pay in every type of way. They have out-rebounded, outscored, and outplayed in every way. Here's Estrada again with the basketball. 1:17 again left to go, and the right to play at the Toms River, New Jersey, Pine Belt Arena against the Central Group 1 champions who will play later tonight, Burlington City and Bound Brook. That would be at 7 o'clock again tonight. So Woodbury could very well be, again, as mentioned, 9 minutes away from trying to get that much closer to the Rutgers Athletic Center this coming Sunday. That quarter 3 is no good, as Jahzir Noel, again, as mentioned, is on the bench. And this is not a bad decision to rest Noel going into the 4th. It's already, remember, again, as mentioned, a 22-point lead. Coast to coast as Jones know, but there's DeJuan Jackson Edwards. He's been a big time performance here in the second half. Actually, here in the third for DeJuan Jackson Edwards. He's got himself 12 points. And the Thundering Herd, no particular hurry here with under 30 to go. Aaron Estrada, again, continues to show why he's among the top scorers in South Jersey. We see him a lot during AAU season. He actually plays in Philadelphia for Philly Pride's Under Armour circuit. That shot again won't go. So both Estrada and Noel know each other in that circuit as that pass intercepted again. And again, it just seems like Paulsboro is just forcing too many passes. Too many forces here, Brian Warwick.
Yeah, these guys are athletic and aggressive. Paulsboro is just a little too loose with the basketball, and it's really costing them because they're not really making jumpers. They're used to creating offense off of their defense, and that has not happened because Woodbury has taken care of the ball tonight.
Indeed, they have, and that foul on DeJuan Jackson Edwards is going to be his second personal foul. And to the line and hitting the first is going to be Tommy Carter, the talented sophomore Carter, who Terry Collins mentioned is a very explosive sophomore. So far, he's shown that with just 6 points. And he gives you, again, as mentioned, another body. 1 of 2 for Carter, 6 for him. And the final seconds again. Quarles at the buzzer. That would have counted. And through 3 quarters of play, the Thundering Herd have opened up a 21-point hole. They're on top 53-32. Could possibly be on the verge of going to the state finals, or at least to the state sectional finals for the first time in the last few years. They're 53-32 right back here again at Woodbury High School right after this on the It's All About Sports Broadcast Network. Fourth and final quarter of the 2017 edition of the South Jersey Group 1 Championship. I'm Jacob Schwartz for the It's All About Sports Broadcast Network. It's Woodbury and Paulsboro. These two teams again know each other well, play during the regular season. And Woodbury looks to be on the verge of taking home a sectional championship. Estrada getting a little into it with Blue Eli, and a double technical foul has been called. We're not even in the fourth quarter.
Just a double foul. I don't think it's double tech.
Well, actually, that's what we called. Yes, a double foul is correct. Yeah. But again, that's just a really dumb play. Right in front of the, you can actually see it in front of the official. Blue Eli and Aaron Estrada with a double foul to start. What are your thoughts on that?
Kids are competitive. That's all it is.
Certainly well said on that one. Immediately, Blue Eli again is taken out by by Collins. And he's thinking, you know, you're down by 21. Why in God's name would you do something like that? That just motivated Estrada. He's got himself 17 points. A double foul, and then he wakes up immediately, and a foul on the other end. It's going to be committed again on the Thundering Herd. Paulsboro already in the penalty with 7, and now the Thundering Herd are 2 fouls away from being in the penalty. Paulsboro again will inbound the basketball here. Noel back in the game, playing again with 3 fouls. Diaz again, and he's been pretty much MIA here in this one.
He's been struggling. He's gotten his shots. He just hasn't knocked them down. And that's a problem. You know, you have to credit Woodbury and their length. These guys, this is a big squad. That's all there is to it.
Another miss again for Diaz. With 7:31 again remaining. This is what we were talking about again, as mentioned here. Diaz will get into the backcourt. Finds Quarles for 3. Yes, big-time shot for Sharon Quarles. We haven't seen a whole lot out of Quarles today. Quarles with 8 points. He is 2 for 2 from downtown with 8 points. The lead still back to 20, but again, Paulsboro's got to play some defense here. And that's a good start right there. That was a good, that's good defense right there. Here's Quarles on the other end, and he'll shoot 2. What do you think about that one? Good defense again. Like you were saying, little by little, this team has to start getting into rhythm here.
You can only do it 1 possession at a time. They made a field goal. They got to stop at the defensive end. They're at the foul line. They need to convert. Right now, they want to put a string together and force Woodbury to call timeout. That should be their goal.
Well, it's a start right now, as you mentioned. Well said again, as mentioned by Brian Warwick, and now we're going to be joined in a few moments by Terry Collins, as Sharon Quarles has scored again, as mentioned, his last, I guess you could say his last 4 points. Quarles back to the line and hits. Quarles now with 10. 10 for him, and it's 55-37 with 7 minutes again remaining. And all of a sudden, Woodbury again leads only by 18 points after this one again. Looked like this was all but over. Everybody in the building again, as mentioned, the student section is still here. And they haven't really, I guess you could say, they haven't left. They haven't missed any touch. And Terry, your thoughts on what this performance has been here tonight?
Well, like we've been saying from the beginning, you know, it's about Noel, it's about Estrada, it's about, you know, everybody else chipping in and playing their part. You know, they're coming in. Woodbury's created a hostile environment here for opposing teams, as you hear the student section. Paulsboro hasn't got good looks for Diaz. Eli's kind of slowed down this second half of his production, and right now Woodbury's looking good, so they just got to keep it up, you know, all the way to the end.
Energy again, as mentioned, is here as Aaron Estrada continues his hot scoring. As Estrada now with 19 points between him and Noel. 34 of the 57 scored between the two, but then there's Sharon Quarles with his 10th point, and now 4 in a row, as now the Thundering Herd having a little trouble getting the ball in, and that one, I believe, is going to be turned over. That means the Paulsboro Red Raiders are going to get it here with 6:38 to go.
And again, like I told you, Paulsboro's not going to quit. They're not going to go away. You got to keep pounding them into the ground. You got to keep playing 4 quarters. as you see right there, hustling for loose balls.
Tough shot again, as mentioned, won't fall for Diaz. The struggles for him have continued. Coast to coast, that one won't go. The rebound again by Noel. Noel lost it on his own end. And here come the Red Raiders with an opportunity here. Diaz dumps it inside again to Jones. The triple up leaves open Quarles. Quarles, a long three is no good. And that probably wasn't the shot Quarles should have taken, but here's Jones with the rebound. Here's Diaz inside, no good. Another rebound once again. And again, the struggles continue. Timeout on the floor. 5:55 remaining. It's 57-39. The Thundering Herd could be on their way to the, or should say, to the Group 1 finals. Should say to the Group 1 Final Four. They would take on again the Group 1 champion Central Edition, Burlington City at Bound Brook. Again, we'll be back right after this at 5:55 months ago on the It's All About Sports Broadcasting Network.
The winning team for tonight will play on Wednesday at the Pine Belt Arena in Toms River against the Central Jersey Group 1 champion. Tickets will be sold at the arena. It seats 3,000, so everybody can get a ticket. And you don't have to come see me. Thank you.
.555 left to go, and during the break we were told that the winner of tonight's game will meet the winner of the Central Group 1 champion, Burlington City, Bound Brook game. That's going to be played at 7 o'clock here tonight for Wednesday. It'll be this Wednesday night at the Toms Rivers Pine Belt Arena in Toms River, New Jersey. We're looking forward to going to that. Jacob Schwartz again, Terry Collins, and Brian Warwick for It's All About Sports Broadcasting Network. There's definitely good basketball action again, as mentioned. It's March. It's that time of the year. All state championships certainly are in full swing. Wednesday, we're heading to Pine Belt Arena. Thursday, Delaware semifinals. As again, that goes out of bounds and will belong. We'll find out who it's going to belong to. Out of bounds it goes, and it will belong again, as mentioned, to the Woodbury basketball team. So Woodbury will have it here as the score, 57-39, 5:32 again remaining here in regulation. Estrada, the jumper, got it! Big shot for Estrada. Estrada, bingo, bango, bongo for him. He's got 21 points. Estrada's got it going on here. And the lead again, as mentioned, is back to 20. Holloway, the trap again is on. Diaz doubled up. The 2-3 zone is on. That leaves Blue Eli open for three, and he delivers. DeAndre Blue Eli with his 14th point. 59-42. And a carrying violation. And let's see again if the Red Raiders have something left in the tank.
Well, listen, I've continued to say this from the beginning. In the second quarter, when Woodbury pulled ahead, Paulsboro's not going to quit. They're going to continue to find small ways to chip away at this lead. Woodbury has to control this game a lot better. Relax and keep calm. This is Woodbury's game to lose right now.
You said it yourself, absolutely, Terry. And right now, both teams, again, as you said, are in the 1-1. So this is the opportunity, again, for the Red Raiders to convert here after, again, Paulsboro has just, or I should say Woodbury, has just committed its 7th foul. And now DeAndre Blue Eli will go to the line here. His first shot was originally good, but a violation, a lane violation, a big break for Woodbury as Paulsboro is going to be called for a lane violation.
And Paulsboro, you can't have that right now when you're trying to cut into a lead that's been pretty much out of reach all day. Now you finally got it down to 17, looking to take it to 15. You just can't do that.
Paulsboro, again, as mentioned, continues to trap here as they double up again, almost out of bounds. And the Herd back to Noel. Here's Noel, he traveled. Another bad turnover again by Noel. Another bad turnover again by the Thundering Herd. And Noel absolutely, in my opinion, brought that ball up. So the Red Raiders try to convert here. Diaz. Fans certainly starting to get right back into it after, again, this was pretty much the game, like you said, looked like this was pretty much out of reach. Jones lost it, but it will stay Red Raider basketball because it was last deflected by the Thundering Herd. These fans, I saw it from where we were looking, Terry. That was easily out of bounds, and it was absolutely Paulsboro basketball. And we'll have some substitutions again, as mentioned. Jazir Noel will take a seat. Actually, a foul was called. I thought it was just out of bounds. Now they're calling a whistle. Out of bounds, another turnover. But now Noel is going to have to sit on the bench here with his team up by 17. Noel is one foul away from being disqualified. He's got to be careful here. We have a timeout on the floor with 4:26 to go. And the Thundering Herd trying to head to the Pine Belt Arena on Wednesday night. .426 to go, and listen to the sound of this Woodbury crowd again here in Woodbury, New Jersey. And you gotta certainly love the action that's going on at this Woodbury crowd. We know that South Jersey loves its basketball. Thundering Herd again have it here and are 4 minutes away from trying to attempt to keep their season alive and try to make it the first state championship in school history. Poked away and a foul, and we're going to have a one-on-one situation here with 4:19 to go. Again, that is number 32, Marcus McGregor, going to the line here for a one-on-one situation with 4:19 again remaining. Foul called, by the way. We'll actually find out who the foul was on. Big time miss once again, and with Jazir Noel draped on the bench. Here's an opportunity. Here's Blue Eli for three. That one will not go, but there's Diaz. Back to Blue Eli. Blue Eli got it. Big time shot again as Blue Eli leading the way with a 16-point performance. The most points on the night for the Red Raiders. Back and forth we go on the other end, and the easy two scored. At least we'll find out. I think that was scored. This one again by, it looks like that was by Daquan Brickley, as Daquan Brickley now with a 14-point performance, and this three-headed monster duo looking very sharp. Another three-pointer, and Blue Eli has completely caught fire with 8 here in the last few minutes. Rebound by Blue Eli. Paulsboro in no hurry again. Diaz into the lane. Left hand is no good. Another big miss. And a loose ball foul, and it's going on the Paulsboro Red Raiders. Terry, before that big foul, DeAndre Blue Eli scored his last 8 consecutive points. And I mean, Blue Eli, again, has single-handedly kept the Red Raiders into this ballgame.
Right, and the one missing piece that we haven't seen for them is Quarles getting involved. We have seen Diaz starting to pick up a little bit, but again, Eli has stayed aggressive and has played a big part in this. Again, Woodbury has to calm down and relax and control the rest of this game. They're up 14 with a chance to go up 15, but they can't get too ahead of themselves thinking that this game is over. They got to play smart ball the rest of the way.
Daquan Brickley now at the line following the last foul that's committed on Eric Diaz. And now Brickley, who's had a decent night on his end. Brickley has had about 15 points. Aaron Estrada with 21 and Jazir Noel with 15. 3 different players in double figures for Justin Barringer's program. 2 for 2 goes Brinkley, and he's got 16 points. 3:14 again left to go. Still no sign of Jazir Noel here. As again, here's Quarles, and Terry, you were mentioning that's what we were looking for at the last minute, and Quarles with a 14-point night as the lead is still at 14. There's Estrada back out. The bump and run, shot won't go, and again with Noel on the bench, really Woodbury is fighting for every loose ball they can get, but that doesn't matter because Granbury delivers anyway. And right now, 15-point out-rebounding performance, and then there is again Estrada on a bad play, and an offensive foul on Estrada.
And yeah, Estrada he almost got away with that, but he's had a tendency to do that at times, and in this close game like that, the officials are going to definitely watch for that. So,
still 2:30. Remember, 2:36 though. Terry left to go, and Paulsboro again. But you never know again because you know Paulsboro can shoot and fire when ready. And here is Diaz again, who's again been held to just 2 points here tonight. As Woodbury has done a great job defensively on him. As Diaz out of bounds and will stay Red Raider basketball. Three will not go, and the rebound again. Jazir Noel back into the game. He's coast to coast. It's no good. Rebound on the other end. No good, but there's Noel at least helping keep the play alive. Here comes Diaz, trying to challenge all. Diaz, no. Rebound. Quarles, he's swatted away again by Brinkley. Brinkley to Noel. Here comes the touch. Noel is hit from behind and will shoot 2. And with Paulsboro again being over the limit, this crowd has come back to life here at Woodbury High School.
Listen, Woodbury's wanted this from the beginning. You can see from the beginning of this game, Woodbury came out fearless. Early in the game, Paulsboro looked a little bit nervous. They looked a little bit shell-shocked. The crowd took them out of this game. But Woodbury's continued to play fearless despite a little bit of lack early in the fourth quarter. But you can see it in the eyes of the Woodbury players. They really want this game tonight.
We'll get our boss and CEO, Rob Page, when I talked with him last night, is I believe Noel went 1 for 2. Is that right? He went 1 for 2? Noel going 1 for 2 with 16 points. As that ball stolen, fans starting to make their way toward the exits. And now the Thundering Herd after a turnover by Paulsboro. And this crowd, again, as mentioned, has continued to erupt. And the Woodbury Thundering Herd are on the verge of winning the 2017 South Jersey Group 1 Championship. Boy, this is amazing. What an incredible crowd this is. Terry, I know this has got to make you pretty happy about what you're seeing here tonight as Estrada's just going to slow it down again, as mentioned here. He is our It's All About Sports Broadcast Network Player of the Game. It was among 3 players, again, who finished in double figures. As again, guess you could say the Thundering Herd again are going to, again, as mentioned, just hold on to the ball. They're not even going to take a shot. Got to credit again Paulsboro for making their run again here in the second half. But this game really, as they say, belonged to Woodbury here tonight. Final seconds again are ticking away. Hear this one. As again, fans are embracing one another. Players are again embracing one another. As Tommy Carter, the final 5 seconds left to go. The buzzer sounds, and Justin Barringer and the Woodbury Thundering Herd are the 2017 South Jersey Group 1 sectional champions as they take down a top program like Paulsboro with a 66-49 win, and this crowd has come back to life. here in Woodbury, New Jersey. Aaron Estrada again is our It's All About Sports Broadcast Network player of the game with a game high of 21 points. It was among 3 players in double figures. Woodbury is off to the finals of the, I guess you could say, the Group 1 finals. And they're going to take on, again, the winner of tonight's game between Burlington City or Bound Brook this Wednesday night. We know that Woodbury, again, as mentioned, is going to Toms River North. The question, again, as mentioned, it's either going to be Burlington City or it's going to be Bound Brook Wednesday at the Pine Belt Arena in Toms River North. For Paulsboro, their season and their bid for another state title comes to an end as Day 1, DeAndre Blue Eli leads the way with a 19-point performance. Let's listen in, by the way, as they're going to present the sectional championship trophy. And this crowd, again, as mentioned, loves every single minute of this one. So the Thundering Herd win their first sectional finals of the 2017 South Jersey Group 1 sectional finals as Aaron Estrada takes home player of the game honors with 21 points. It was among 3 players in double figures. As for the Paulsboro Red Raiders, they were led by DeAndre Blue Eli with 19 points. Eric Diaz, who's one of the top scorers in South Jersey, held to just 2 points. Jazir Noel had a big night tonight, 16 points and almost 12 rebounds. We're going to try to head to the post-game reaction and try to get some interviews again, as mentioned, with some players. But what a night again. Congratulations go out to the Thundering Herd of Woodbury. They're moving on to they're going to take on the Central Jersey champions, either Burlington City or Bound Brook. Of course we're going to do player interviews. Get me Terry. Please. Dana, good to see you. You too, Back here again at the It's All About Sports Broadcasting Network at the Woodbury High School, where the Woodbury Thundering Herd are the South Jersey 2017 South Jersey Group 1 champions. And we are now about to be joined by the man who certainly in a few seconds needs zero introductions. He is today's most valuable player on the It's All About Sports Broadcast Network, Aaron Estrada, with 21 points. Congratulations, my friend. And first off, let me go on record and say that, Aaron, it's a pleasure as always to see you, my friend. And congratulations, buddy. You're going to be feeling pretty good. What does this mean to the people here in Woodbury?
The people here in Woodbury, we ain't won a trip since 2010. So
yeah,
it felt,
since 20, is that right?
It feels good, man. I'm really excited. I did it for my man Zaire because it's his senior year.
Well, Jazier played the best type of game with 15 points tonight, yet among 3 players in double figures. How big was Daquan Brinkley down the stretch? Because he gave you at least a double-figure night with 18 points.
Daquan, he does good. He puts the ball in the basket, and he secures a lot of rebounds. And yeah.
We see you on the AAU circuit playing with UAA's Philly Pride, and I know you play with some of the best competition. So tonight's matchup against Paulsboro, I know you have such a great long-standing rivalry with them. It just seemed like you showed your true D1-type dominance. What can you say moving forward as you'll face either Burlington City or Bound Brook at Toms River's Pine Belt Arena Wednesday night?
All I can say is we're going to go at them the same way we just went at Paulsboro.
You've never won a state championship in New Jersey. You're now 2 wins away, I guess, from doing that. What will this mean? I know we don't like to go ahead of this, but what will this mean if you do, in fact, make history Sunday?
It would mean a lot to the Woodbury fans. It would mean a lot to everybody.
Aaron, I know you've got things to do. I know you got other people to talk to. We thank you for stopping by. It's always good to see you, Aaron. Aaron Estrada again on another edition of the It's All About Sports Broadcast Network. Woodbury again has defeated Paulsboro High 66-49. We'll hopefully be joined by Jazier Noel in a few moments. This is Jacob Schwartz again for the It's All About Sports Broadcasting Network.
And he's a key contributor to our win and our success.
There were definitely some negatives here tonight. You played with 4 fouls, and you had to sit a couple times. What do you feel like you need to do to limit that for Wednesday night?
I think I just need to lock in more and avoid playing with the rest and just play basketball. You're
again, as mentioned, your final bout, at least for sectionals, at least with the game against Bound Brook, or again, but this is for the one. If you win, you would play in the Group 1 finals on Sunday at Rutgers. Are you ready to go Wednesday night? I know you're, as well as I know you, nobody gets more fired up than you do, right?
No, sir.
Jazier, thank you so much. And let's bring in again a man who deserves this title, I think, just as much as anybody. It's our good buddy, Justin Barringer.
Hey.
Good to see you, my friend. How are you feeling? Congratulations, first off.
Let me
shake your hand.
Thank you very much.
It's a well-deserved honor. You deserve to have your hand shaken by the world's greatest
announcers. By the world's greatest announcers, you too. I really, you guys been around, man.
Don't forget about Brian. Hey, don't forget about Brian Warwick.
Hey,
he does a good job.
Yeah, I saw Warwick. He congratulated me on his way out. Talked to me in here, man. He's a real good dude, man.
The guy next to you, by the way, Terry Collins, who is a Woodbury alum himself.
Oh.
I know he's pretty. He said he was
in school. I went to school with him.
Thank you.
So what does this mean? But what does this really mean to the people of Woodbury?
Well, you see it, right? The people of Woodbury wanted to win it at home, and they wanted to win it against Paulsboro, and I don't think I can put in words what it means to the people of Woodbury. So I would try to, but I would be doing it a disservice for all the phone calls I got, from all the support I got. It's just a really great thing for them to bring it back after, what, seven years or so? But to do it at home means a lot more.
2010, I was
told.
Your first,
I didn't get a ticket. I heard they were going for $100.
I didn't get a ticket. Trust me, I'm a good member of the press, and take that stuff very serious. But let's talk about what went down tonight. The 2 of the top schools in sectionals, 1 versus 2 against Paulsboro. And what a great team they are. This team never gave up, even down by 20 or more points.
You said it. They always have a fight. That's the one thing about Paulsboro. They will never stop fighting. So for our guys to go out there and match their intensity, and we had it going into the playoffs. And I knew that once we started playing really good defense, we could match some of the intensity and the pressure that they had. And the guys just played sound. It was a little rocky fourth quarter. I know it gave Terry a little bit of a heart attack. not trying to be unbiased, but, you know, they pulled it off. I can't be more proud of these guys.
I've never seen Terry actually more neutral. I don't think I could ever do something.
Oh,
I
man.
don't think I could ever do something.
He's got to
like
do his
that.
job, but
You know what? He does a phenomenal job, as do you. Aaron Estrada tonight, 21 points. How big was he down the stretch? And I know that Aaron's a great athlete.
Absolutely. You know, Aaron had to get it going a little bit in the playoffs, and Jazier picked up the slack, you know, the first couple of games. And Aaron and I always said, Aaron, you got me. He says, I got you, coach. And, you know, that's what just happened tonight. He said he'll never, you know, play his hardest, and that's all I could ask for, and he did that tonight.
You'll face the winner of Burlington City or Bound Brook in the, I guess you could say, the Group 1 final. So the winner goes to play the Group 1 championship on Sunday at the Rutgers Athletic Center. If you go on to win and then two-putt your way at the RAC, what would this mean for you to bring home the city's first state championship? I know you take this one game at a time.
We take it one game at a time, but, you know, what it means to me is it means more because I really believe in these guys. So it means more to me because I see the success and what these guys are having, but with the work and the camaraderie and the family unit that they put together, it means more to see them continue to succeed, continue to be good young men because they're just as good young men as they are players.
The story continues for the Thundering Herd. For Justin Barringer, as we wish him nothing but the best, we'll see you Wednesday night against Burlington City.
I think Terry got one more.
Now, I know you want to win the Group 1 championship, and I almost want to say I know the answer to this for you, but just winning the Group 1 championship wasn't the biggest deal. I know it has to be a lot bigger. Being from Woodbury, knowing it's against Paulsboro. Like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast to Jacob, so many times Paulsboro has beat Woodbury in championship in football, but never, I don't believe, have we met Paulsboro in the championship.
And I actually tried to do some research on that, and never have we met them in the championship, even here. Which means a lot because we're trying to bring the pride and the winning mentality back to Woodbury, and that's what it means. We want to turn the tables now, and we want to get it going. We want the ball to get back in our court, no pun intended. But that's, you know, I hope you said that on announcements because that means the most. I mean, a good friend of mine, Coleman family, Vinny Allen, he summed it up in his documentary, just a piece of what that rivalry means. And, you know, you got Timber Creek and Winslow, you know, going in tonight, and it's no disrespect to that. But at the same time, this rivalry has been long, it's deep, you know, it's got families on families. It's just a great thing, and it feels really good. Feels good to stay here with you, Terry.
Congratulations.
Yep. All right, Terry, thank you so much again for the 2 cents. Justin, congratulations, buddy. Go celebrate, get yourself ready for Wednesday night. Thank you, Terry Collins, again, as mentioned, for your 2 cents. But this was certainly a really nice night, again, as mentioned, we're joined now by Terry Collins. And, Terry, you're going to be feeling good as a Woodbury alum.
Well, like I said, man, this is a great feeling for the kids. It's not even about us as the spectators, but to see the happiness and the joy on the kids' faces, the fans' faces. Like I said all night, Batman and Robin. I went to Aaron's dad, and I told him Batman and Robin. And this, too, has been, like you said, probably the most deadly combo in South Jersey all season, with Noel averaging close to 22 and Estrada averaging 18. And when each one was down tonight, the other one picked up the pace. When Jazier picked up some fouls, Estrada picked up the pace. Early on in the game, you seen Noel where he picked up and came out hot on fire. So they were a perfect complement tonight. Hats off to those 2 kids. They both have bright futures. And like I said, to be able to not only win the Group 1 championship, but to win it against Paulsboro, you know, is a historic thing coming from Woodbury. So.
Thanks, Terry. We always appreciate you giving us your 2 cents. And once again, we thank Brian Warwick and Terry Collins as our co-commentators tonight. And from all of us again here at the Woodbury High School, I'm Jacob Schwartz. Congratulations to the Woodbury Thundering Herd, winning their first South Jersey Group 1 championship in 7 years. A 66-49 win over the Paulsboro Red Raiders behind 21 points from Aaron Estrada. Don't forget to join us tomorrow. It's All About Sports Broadcast Network. We'll be at Camden for the South Jersey Group 2 championship as Camden, number 1, takes on number 2, Haddonfield. We'll see you tomorrow again at Camden. I'm Jacob Schwartz saying good night, everybody, from all of us here at Woodbury High.
It's Ram Truck Month at Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Spirit has over 400 vehicles to choose from and 70 trucks on the ground ready to roll today. Drive home a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab for as low as $149 per month. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you driving today. Rates start at 0% with terms up to 84 months. For over 25 years, the Delaware Valley's smartest shoppers have been saving thousands on their new vehicle with the Spirit Saver price. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is right off I-95 at the base of the Commodore Barry Bridge. You're only minutes away. Online 24/7 at SpiritChryslerDodgeJeep.com. Spirit, we're selling excitement. Spirit.
Oh, look, we've got fees.
Ew, really?
Oh, it's our Verizon bill.
Look at them. Line access fee, administrative fees. There are even taxes on top of them.
Decent people shouldn't have to live like this.
Did I get it?
T-Mobile ends surprise fees and taxes. That's right. With T-Mobile One, taxes and fees are now included. 4 lines, $40 each. All unlimited, all in. Learn more at a T-Mobile store.
Hi, my name is Megan Hunter. I'm the owner and director at Groove Dance Fitness Training. We specialize in dance cardio and different genres of music. We also specialize in nutrition, meal plans, and meal prep service. So if you're ready to get fit, come rock with us.